And me, myself, bro, I've had my mum held down in my yard, so I've not had the best experiences. But the thing is, if I take all of that and say, no, F the police, I'll be saying it for the rest of my life. And then the next guy that comes, he's gonna say F the police, F the police. So my point being is, and when all of this happened in my life, I was selling drugs, I was holding guns, I was doing all the bad things. So it's like me saying, no, they come and turned over my house. I had drugs in there, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm not talking from an innocent man's point of view. So when everyone say, bro, I've had bare run-ins with the police, of course you have, you drug dealer, you nutcase. What do you think? No, but catch it.
Nah, serious.
New questions every day, how's a brother supposed to sleep?
Listen, I give youngers books.
Trying to educate myself as I'm running through these streets.
There's no such thing as black and black crime.
You can hit us in the DMs if you want the smoke.
Pew, pew, pew. Not sure where the conversation's gonna go.
But did you do your research? Yeah, I wanna know.
That's the life of a domino. It's the
Domino
domino
effect.
effect. The things, innit? Yeah. So with that said, if you do something on that level, shouldn't you have that accountability to what because you're accountable to not snitching?
But it's an accident.
Yeah, but even so, bro, like
Accident. If I didn't mean to do something, and I genuinely didn't mean to, you don't know what that guy's going through now. He might be sat down.
Like, because I'm not even saying, even the one who ran in the yard.
You know, the woman came to the door, yeah?
Yeah.
And the bullet went through her wrist and went and hit the little girl.
Yeah.
So he saw a woman open the door and he said, fuck it, I'm still hitting my rival, and still shot through her. That's recce, bro.
I wasn't there, so I can't.
Bro, let me tell you.
you're trying to...
Bro, let me tell you. Bro, let me tell you, yeah?
What have you done in the past, bro? Hey, yo, what have you done in the past, bro?
It's going, like, I'm not thinking. Do you get what I mean? I'm not thinking, I'm just doing.
I'm not gonna lie, we're all different humans, bro. We're all different humans, and as I said, even on my worst day, I always thought. We used to roll and pack up the car with guns, bro, and come from Hackney, get all the way to Stamford Hill, and this was one time it happened, like, it was a couple of times, this is the route we were always taking. I just jumped out of the car, because I was always thinking, I used to be shocked the way my guys are just smoking weed in the car, cracking jokes and listening to music. I'm like, bro, do you know what we're going to do? Do you get what I'm saying? So my point being is, I always had a thought, bro. Even on my worst days when my adrenaline is running, I always had a thought for either what's going to happen to me or the police. Always, bro.
Police.
Always.
Police is one thing. I think a lot of people tend to like not actually think about what's happening to them. I don't think they care about any sort of civilian that's around.
Yeah, but bro, that's not part of being a gangster. This is my point. I'm trying to separate them. Do you get me? From because you
like a rogue dog, and so that's the thing.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, you don't want to be
there's a difference, bro.
Yeah.
So you see all these guys just going around stabbing recklessly, bro. Yeah, they're not killers. They're murderers. There's a difference. You're a murderer and a killer. A killer will do it day in, day out and not sweat. Do you get what I'm saying? And a murderer will do what a lot of these guys do, bro. Fold in the next week.
Yeah.
You get me? But you're not seeing that part of the police station and the court and the this and the that and the crying in court. Do you think everyone goes to court and just stands up tall?
No.
Of course not, bro. Do you get me? Because everyone's not in their right mind.
I know that.
Everyone's not in their right mind. All through my gangster stuff, bro, I was always in my right mind. Do you get what I'm saying? To say, like, be a bit sensible. Do you get what I'm saying? And I've never got a woman involved and I've never got a kid involved. Never.
I get that.
Nah, bro.
I get that, but it's like,
We've had. But you said you never got a kid involved. What do you think about sending youths to Cunch then?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'll say it on camera. I've never sent a youth to Cunch. There's not one man in prison, and in my 20 plus years, that can say he's in prison for me and my drugs.
Wait,
nope.
Child.
Nope.
Person in life.
No. Anyone I dealt with. You see, if this was my clique. Yeah. My, not soldiers, so to speak. They came from my clique, so it was like my right hand man. Do you get what I'm saying? He was going country for me. He's my age. Do you get what I'm saying? Never, ever. Like, and what they're doing now is they're forcing kids to go to country. It's a difference. When a youth's coming to you, bro, yo, trick, yo, and they're on the block every day and they're not doing nothing else, cool. So I see other guys do it and I didn't have no argument with that. But when you're forcing a man to do something that he don't want to do and to send him to country,
a lot of that stuff's manipulative.
100%.
I think, yeah, some youths do get forced to go country. They get forced to stay there when they incur debts as well. But I know of plenty of people that they are not forced They are going up there because they want to make money.
Oh, 100%.
They're not being forced. I think the large majority of them are not being forced. But the way they portray it in the media and stuff is as if majority of them are being forced. I don't
think a lot of man's being forced, bro. A lot of man ain't being forced to go country. A lot of man ain't being forced to hold knives. They're doing it off their own back. Do you get what I'm saying?
They just think it's the thing to do. But even so, man, them know nowadays that there's not money in country. The way they've locked down country, it's not a financially feasible option because a lot of man go there and in a week plus they're bagged.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
So now it don't make sense. So if you know for a fact how hot it is, what a man is still going up there for?
Yeah, I stopped going to that place a long time ago, bro.
You know, with this whole count
Seriously
thing, I think we all look at it from the completely wrong perspective.
Go on.
I've studied economics, and I know when there's a demand, there will always be a supply.
The supply, of course.
We shouldn't be focusing on the supply. We need to be focusing on the demand. Once we counteract the demand, I think a lot of the supply will die down. There's so many different ways you can do it. Portugal has done it in a certain way where they legalize certain drugs.
Decriminalize it, yeah.
There's nowhere near enough rehabs, right? There's so many things that we could be doing to work on it on the other side of things, rather than just suppliers.
But bro, this is all part of because from all levels, innit? It's the game, innit? So if we stop that, then these guys will do something else, and it's like we have to leave that to get these guys and take them to prison. So it's see from the top with the police, but they don't want it to stop. That's my point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, okay.
No, that I agree.
So if you don't want something to stop, bro, you just keep it cracking. I stopped going country, and when I tell you, bro, stopped going country in the year 2000. Do you get what I'm saying? So when I hear man say I went country in 2006, 2010, I'm saying what the hell? Because I stopped going into the year 2000, you know, bro, and it was hot for me. Do you get what I'm saying? I was thinking, no, this place is just crazy. Like, and think about it, it's not how it is now. Bro, you're walking through a city and you're the only black guy walking through the city. Through the whole city, and you're the one with drugs. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, but it don't make sense. But to some guys, it makes sense to them.
No, it don't make sense.
Because I was talking to one of the youths, and he was saying how he got bagged in where was it? It's like Stansted ways, and he was telling me the same thing. He's like, I had a yard up there that I patterned. He come to with a car that's registered to London. I'm thinking, what do you expect, bro? They check the number plate, it's already long for you.
Yeah.
Then you're in the
ANPR.
Yeah, the ANPR.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then you're on a street that's full of white people. As soon as they see a black guy, what's he doing here? Where's he from?
Bro, when I used to have like 20 people waiting up like outside the post office, like, and then the black guy just comes out of a car, and you know, man don't go discreet. Man's going in a Benz, bro. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So a black guy just coming out of a Benz with like
in a night tech tracksuit, bro, hooded up,
like some nutcase.
In TNs.
Do you get what I'm saying, bro? Like jewels and everything. Certain days, like we're just like crazy. Like we just do crazy.
Some of them will plead the race card. I'm thinking, blood. Like you come in goon squad, 4 man up here, you're blowing drill, and then you're arsing zoots, and you're wondering why.
I'm wondering why things are going wrong.
They'll say, nah, it's racial profiling. I'm saying, nah, it's just it's a fool.
But see, now we're here. Let's make the introduction.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So to my right, we have some business entrepreneurs, the Deliveroo Kings. We're back for another time. Poundchase London, you already know the styles, man. Give them a little wave to the camera, you already know.
Come on.
And in the middle, the man that thought he was too big to sit on this seat over here. Already bringing the celebrity energy.
You got it's an orgy.
You got Big Tricky in the house.
No, God bless, man.
And then to my left, we got the vegan dickhead, the plant-based warrior.
Come on.
Mr. Edicus in this building.
No, we do.
And you got me, the most masculine host of the pod.
Don't let him gas
You already know this.
5'5", 5'6" on Tinder. Yo, it's the yellow pages, you get me?
A big daily already in here, man. But before we get into this, let's get ready to domino!
Come on, we're back again. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe because you know, what's the analytics saying?
Analytics, there's more subscribers, but we need to get them ninja watchers up, man. Everyone's watching and not subscribing. They're watching, you know what it is? If you could land on the content once, fair enough, but multiple watchers are coming on YouTube, watching it again, not subscribing.
That's what I'm saying. So if you're here and you're enjoying the content, a like is free, a subscribe is free, innit? Yeah. So support the man. Them we got
press that, man.
Press that up. We got the big G's on the panel. You get me? Interesting conversations. You get me? So let's do this, man.
I'll get you 10 followers anyway. I got 10 girls that just follow me around everywhere. So. When you get your new 10 subscribers, that's from me, my guys. Yeah, I got you. I got
it
you
on Insta. I mean, what they're saying.
Well, you might get that, boy.
Hey, come on.
Trust me. Hey, that his cousin. Let me follow him.
But the question for today was, should we respect ethnic minorities in the police? Because the reason why I thought I'd bring the question to a fore is, obviously we're past BLM now, but a big rhetoric that was spoken was defund the police, defund the police. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean get rid of the police. It means to put them into the problems rather than the symptoms of the problems that we have in our society. But big aspects is where they wanted to do community support groups, which was people from the community would essentially police the communities. But isn't that essentially just taking a different guise of, it wouldn't a better solution be just to take people from the community that look like us and to put them into police? Why is that so shunned for people from our community to then go and join the police? So I wanted to bring, what did you, man, think of that? What's your view on that? Because we know how it goes, just like, oh, my man's a dickhead anyway. He said, Uncle Tom, he sold out.
I'm conflicted.
Go on, why?
Basically, my experience with the police, I can only speak from my experience, it is not a positive one.
Yeah, we've all been badded up. We've all been roughed up,
I've been beaten up by police. Police have come to my trial and lied on the stand.
Yeah, that's mad.
Like, I've seen them do so many dodgy things, and like, we all know, like, historically, maybe not so much now, but there's definitely some form of institutional racism within the police force. Whether that's not necessarily laws that are in place, but, you know, just a psyche of people can be passed over by, like, generation by generation by generation. So obviously we know we're in Britain, we're in a white country. So at the end of the day, we know the history of this country, we know the history of this nation. So I believe that at the end of the day, the police, I don't want to say it in the wrong way, but they have done things that oppress and have done things that, you know, they target ethnic minorities. So as another ethnic minority, to join an organization, right, that you know has been used to oppress or target your own people, it's a bit questionable. However, I would also like to say, I do understand that change comes from within. So if there's people that are joining the police force in order to change it from the inside, and that's their genuine, like, that's what they genuinely want to do, I can respect that. But I feel like the interactions I've had with ethnic minority police officers, they're always the ones that seem to be doing too much. They want to go above and beyond. A black officer said to me, "Don't think because I'm black, I'm your friend."
Yeah,
that's
that's wild.
to me. Do you get what I mean? So it depends what the reason you're joining the police force for. I think.
I don't think the reason matters, because I don't think we could. We're never going to be in a position to change anything. We're just going to be a part of something. Do you get what I'm saying? So even when, and I'll talk, because I go to police meetings now. In Croydon, they'll call me out and say, Tricky, but I know what they want me for, because they see the people are with me, and you can get the people to trust in us a bit more. Do you get what I'm saying? And me, myself, bro, I've had my mum held down in my yard, so I've not had the best experiences. But the thing is, if I take all of that and say, no, F the police, I'll be saying it for the rest of my life. And then the next guy that comes, he's gonna say F the police, F the police. So my point being is, and when all of this happened in my life, I was selling drugs, I was holding guns, I was doing all the bad things. So it's like me saying, no, they come and turned over my house. I had drugs in there, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm not talking from an innocent man's point of view. So when everyone say, bro, I've had bare run-ins with the police, of course you have, you drug dealer, you nutcase. What do you think? No, but catch it.
Nah, serious.
Catch it. Because I'm not...
They can break the law.
No, I'm not saying they can break the law, because this is what I talk for. I talk for the innocent man who gets stopped in his car going to uni just because he's black and he's wearing a hoodie. That's the guy I'm talking for. Okay. Everyone's all... I don't talk for street niggas, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I'm not standing up talking for a man who's holding a gun and holding a knife. Why am I talking up for him? No, bro, I don't like the way they just grabbed me up in my car. What did you have in there? I had 2 guns and drugs. But they weren't to know that. All right, but you did, bro. No, but it's the whole thing.
Majority of interactions.
It's the whole
Keep
thing,
it
bro.
real. Because that's what affects the average guy. The average guy is affected as a result of those type of interactions. Do you get what I mean?
Do you get what I'm saying? So,
And you know what? You know what they talk about? How they talk about, if you're a black man in this country, you're more likely to be stopped and searched. That may be true, but the stat they always talk about, it's all based on how many people there is of us in the UK. So when you look at it, we make up, I think, around 7% of the UK population. They got the new census coming out, but roughly it's around that of the last one. But around, I think it's about 48% of jail inmates are black. Just by way of how many people are in your community committing the crimes. If you look at it, if you're using that stats, by just way of logic, of course more men are going to be arrested from the black community. And that's what I talk about when they use the stats. When you actually break it down and dissect, just by way of common mathematics, if you've got the same amount of offenders, but you got a lesser amount of people you're dividing it by, you're going to have a bigger number. That's just simple mathematics. That's not. That's what I talk about. We'd like to talk about the statistics, but if your community is committing more crimes, you're going to get nicked more.
Yeah.
But the problem is, people are now taking it is that the blackness is the reason why you're committing the crime. But when you look at places like Scotland, before they did educational reform, it was all the working class white boys that were doing the madness. When you go to Liverpool, because my girl's from Liverpool, I'm up Liverpool all the time.
Yeah.
She's from like where that girl got shot the other day, so she knows all the local trappers. All the guys I see, they look like some Joey Essex.
Yeah.
She's just like, this man's just got out of here for doing this and that. I'm looking at him like, you do not look like the guy, but they're all the same.
So there's a fight on two fronts. There's the propaganda that perpetuates the information that's kind of incorrect, and then there's the reality of the situation. Do you know what I mean? But even with my personal experience, I actually think that us shunning ethnic minorities for joining the police is a young man's mentality.
Yeah.
Because when I was young and ignorant, fuck the police, blah, blah, blah. But like you said, you was doing whatever. Now as a big man, trying to see solutions to a lot of the problems we have in our community, it only makes sense. And I'll say this, the last time I got arrested last year, it was a black police officer that made me have the most comfortable arrest I've ever had. I was shocked, bro.
Bruv, get his name, bruv. He's the one in a
No, I wish I did. I wanted to write him a positive review to say like thank you for my experience. Obviously they bagged me for something that I didn't do. I was in the cells for 2 days, but he then
and you wanted to say thank you for your experience.
No,
fucking hell.
Thank you.
He's a nice man.
Thank you for him, because you know what happened? Yeah, I was handcuffed, innit? And the handcuffs were mad tight, bro. Mad tight. So I telling the white officer, bro, like these are too tight. Do you know what I mean? But then when I've got there now, he's left me in the handcuffs. He didn't give a fuck, innit? When I've got there, he was all chatting shit to me, whatever. But when I've got there, the black officer was more senior than these lot, innit? So he's asking him questions like, why is he still in cuffs? Was he this? Was he that? Was he this? Was he that? No, like no. So why the hell is he in handcuffs? Get him out of the handcuffs ASAP. Because you're treating him like a criminal when he hasn't been convicted or nothing yet. Do you know what I mean? So why are you treating him in a way that that isn't warranted? Have I been aggressive? Have I been this? They said no. Get him out of the handcuffs. Sorry, Sergeant. Unhandcuff me straight away. He goes, listen, as long as you're innocent, if you've got any problems, just ask me if you need food, blah, blah, blah. Just holler, say my name, and then I'll sort you out. And I was thinking, like...
But that's like a 1 in a million story.
It's true.
Because 9 times out of 10, a black man's just trying to show you, as a police officer, he has to show the white officer, I'm not with them.
Yes.
You know, but
I've had a white officer tell him, calm down, mate.
Yeah.
No, but the difference is, this black guy was in a position of seniority. I think a lot of the police that we deal with are the ones who are foot soldiers. So in order to elevate themselves, they've got to do that.
Like, they couldn't ever have me on there. Me for one. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I'm going in there like we're big and abrupt, innit? Like some man's like no. I don't want to see man doing that. You can't go in there with any talk because they'll get rid of me. So the black guy that gets the job is the one that says, you know what, we've got to get these niggas locked up and we've got to do. And no, he's the one who gets the job. They can't give me that
Uncle Ruckus.
And when I say
Man come like Uncle Ruckus from Boondock.
Trust me. And you see, because you see me, bro. I work for my people, bro. I don't work for the police. I don't work with the police. So when people say that they'll see me go into these meetings and they're asking us, to teach them how to police our community better. Fine. Because I'm saying when you jump out the car and you just pop a man's hand like that, you've already got off on a bad foot, bro.
Yeah. It's long.
You innocent or not, you got off on a bad foot.
Because your body language is...
Your body language, the way you're just like, no. The way you're so... Because remember, I always say to these police, you lot are human, but when you put on that uniform, you move like you're not. So when you move like you're not human, like, it's just like...
Do you know what they forget? They forget that they're here to serve us.
But you know
They're here to-
But bro, this is why I go there, because it's a relationship. It's like you and your girlfriend. It's a relationship, and the police are not going anywhere. So when everyone's saying F the police, do that, bro. Because the police saying F you, and take your little 15 years, you prick. You know, man are still in jail with like 15, 20 years saying F the police. So you don't want to change it. All right, cool. As I said, I want to change it for the average man, bro. Going to work, not getting into no trouble, but he lives on the estate. And when he comes off the estate, his first experience with the police is bad. Do you get what I'm saying? Because that messes with your mental health, bro. And you're just going to university or you're going to work and you got a girlfriend. You've never touched no drugs or done nothing in your life. But because we all look the same to this man who they've come and made the... Let me tell you what they need to do. Forget the minorities or this, that and the other. Black or white, they need these police officers to be from London. Bro?
100%.
You can't bring a man from Colchester to come and deal with us, bro.
Serious.
Yeah, but
Do you understand?
But the man from London don't want to join the force because we have the views of...
No, but even so, because I remember, and I told you
There's
about this
man in
story
London
before.
that want-
No, but I'm
I tell
saying,
you-
like, man in the hood from London don't want to join the police.
No, I hear that, but even if the police themselves, even if the white officers from London, they know how to interact with us and know how we behave. Because I was saying the story before, the last time you guys come on here, that there used to be, when there was more community police officers, there used to be this one officer that stopped me so much that we actually became friends. He's like, it's you again, and you would let certain things slide or whatever, but I behaved better because it was him I was dealing with. Do you know what I mean? Because you understood how to interact with...
relationship.
We built a relationship. So there were certain things you just wouldn't do. You'd think, man's gonna... Do you know what I mean? And it would stop because he understood how we behaved. When you're bringing an officer from Kent who's on the next different kind of smoke,
Yes.
but the energy's just different.
They need to reform the way they're training their staff, and they need to reallocate their funding.
But bro, it's done on purpose, because there was a book that I was reading called Talking to Strangers, and it was referring to Sandra Bland and that woman that died in police custody. Police are meant to de-escalate situations, but as we see it, they go into situations and escalate it to the point where things go left, but then it's your fault that things go left. Really, they're supposed to come with a calm energy, understand the situation, and then conduct themselves accordingly. If you then act in a aggressive manner, then they respond aggressively. But that's not what happens.
100%.
They're taught this way, and police officers are picked for those traits. You got guys who are sneaky in school, who are now given power and then over-exercise that power.
Yep.
There needs to be a reform in the psychology of police officers, the type of people they want into the force, because the people they're getting at the moment are people who are powerless and now feel powerful, and it's long.
Same with prison officers as well.
But you know,
Exactly the same thing.
a problem as well is cultural differences. And I know I used to work the doors all around London for 4 years. The first place where I got my stripes is, funnily enough, I did the doors in Chelmsford, yeah? Chelmsford, you try to chat to people with respect. It's a lot of a white demographic, middle class. You try to chat to them with respect. They're like, this job worth can't, So then you have to talk to them in a nasty way, innit? For them to listen. And that's how you have to handle people in that area. Then when you get more P's are in London from doing the doors, so I went to London. The first night I was in London, I did Slough first. Some guy did something mad. I tried to chat to him in a mad way. He ended up waiting for me by my car afterwards, you know? Because it's a different... I said, I need to change my approach because this has not got longevity. I'm just going to...
Getting smoked.
I'm going to end up getting smoked.
And bouncing.
But then after that, then dealing with the black community, I was just like, more time, if someone's sitting on the wall, I'd say, all right, big man, I beg you get off the wall, please. And they do it.
No, but black man ain't waiting in your car. Was it a black man that waited by your car?
Yeah,
or
it was
white man?
like free. It was like, because you know it's Slough, like, Asians and blacks together.
yeah,
It was like a
see?
mixture.
They're closer to the Asians. They're a bit smart down there. Black man down here, we just make better threats. If you ever threaten a bouncer so much and then still left.
Yeah.
Watch when I see you. What are you?
Hey, but in the moment you mean it though.
Yeah,
You'll
in the
think,
moment
I
you mean
hate
it.
this guy, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I hate bouncers,
Because
bro.
it's what the police do, bro, and this is what they don't have to do. Don't extend the party. And I'm not saying if a man's got, because I live by the normal rules, innit, bro. When I had drugs and you caught me, or I had guns or anything, and you arrested me, cool, hands up. They used to say I'm one of the most politest guys because I didn't even, you know when I
went like this.
When I see a man like this and going like that, and I'm saying, bro, I've never seen a man break out of that. So I'm just like this. I beg you, loosen it up, please.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've got all this stuff. We're gonna bring this in the evidence bag. Yeah, don't worry about it, man. Please, do you understand what I'm
Just
saying?
give me an easy
Bro,
ride to the
I'm not that guy, bro. So the whole thing is, bro, is them dealing with the man them better. That's my whole thing. Deal with the man them better, bro. Because like even our women. Remember, a lot of these men, when they get stopped certain times, they're with girls, bro. The girls are getting dragged up and pushed up on the floor, and the girls are innocent. So how are you dealing, bro? Hey, you've surveilled this guy. You know it's him. So what if he's with little Michelle?
Yeah.
Mind how you treat her. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to teach them how to deal with the man, then, bro, because they've been doing it for years and years and years and years, and escalating things just out of the blue. Do you get what I'm saying?
You deal with just the Met, or is it like transport as well? Like
No, the Met, I'm not dealing with no transport police, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I was talking to even the Trident officers and this, that, and the other. Because some of the Trident officers that used to nick me or my guys, like I'm meeting them in meetings now. Like, do you get what I'm saying? The Trident officers, and they're saying, yeah, these guys.
Because I was
Do you know
told,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
because the last time I even had an encounter, I was told that a lot of guys hate encounters with the Met, but don't mind other police units. So like transport come, people are cool, but when it's the Met,
Don't you think?
definitely
Don't you think they're a bit? And I would expect the Met to more understand.
yeah, but apparently the Met are more militant.
But yeah, they come a lot more aggressive, and that's really confusing.
Because they think they need to. You see, when we come,
Yeah.
you can go on the block with 40 black guys, bro, and I'm just like, yes, my guys, you're right, relax, yes, my guys. They feel, because they're not from the city, they feel that I need to go in there and control this situation. That's how they feel in themselves, and it's like, no, homie, you don't even need to do that. Do you know how many times have we all said to our office, bro, chill, bro, you're doing a lot, you know? Just chill, bro. I'm not even, you understand? Certain times you're in cuffs and they're doing a lot.
That's what I'm saying. So like, what is the psychology difference between the Met and transport?
I don't know. Transport just like they're not.
But they're
really,
still arresting, man. They're still bagging, man.
Yeah, but they're dealing
man
with-
them say they have a better experience getting bagged by transport as opposed to getting
They're
bagged by
only
Met.
dealing with transport.
Nah, I've got a better experience by dealing with Trident. 100 million %, bro.
Nah, that's
Because they deal with that shit every day. So when they notice, when they can feel they deal with real situations.
So they
when they
understand body
feel,
language.
they understand your body language and everything, bro. So cool. And they're used to man jumping over fences, trying to probably shoot after them. So when they're just so cool, bro.
They're like,
and
it's an easy day on the job type thing.
It's an easy day on the job. But remember, for the Met man, that's coming on the block and doing a whole madness. That's a big part of his day.
top end.
Hopping out the van when you hear them doors just slide. Everyone knows them doors, bro. When them doors just slide and you think they need people that's like. And even when you take their numbers, this is one thing I told them as well. We need our own number to call. Do you get me? How many times have a police stop you and you go, you know what, I'm going to take your number, you know?
Never done that.
Bro, black man have took 100 numbers. One of my guys have said it, you know what, Trick, get his number. Bro, shut up, bro. We're not getting no number. We're getting arrested and we're coming out soon.
No, but that's because
No, we're not taking no numbers, bro.
They know realistically they can take a number and nothing's gonna come of it.
Because let me tell you, the number you're calling to make the complaint about the police officer is the police officer's homie. You get me? So they need me. You need to call me and my team.
Police can't.
That's gonna run up all your things. So that when the black man like yourself calls up, us three are a team. You get what I'm saying? And we're working for our people. So when them complaints come in, we're that close to them, and this is where my relationship comes in. Do you get what I'm saying? So people get to understand it. We're that close to them, we can. Bro, the police commissioner is calling me to meet meeting. So I'm going to him and saying, you know what? This is my client. This is what's happened. And I'm bringing the other lawyer in. This is what's happened. These are we're living in a world of videos. Here's the evidence. Here's what he done. What is going to happen? And I'm not sleeping on it. Do you get what I'm saying?
You know, Tricky, you know what you're describing is literally word for word is a non-executive body. So for any corporation, you have the shareholders who have shareholdings in the business, then you have the directors and the senior board who manage and make the business decisions. You have a non-executive body, which is usually, say, a retired group of people who used to work in a similar corporation, and they would just police the directors and feed back to the shareholders like, the directors are fucking up, you know?
Yeah, bro.
And that keeps the whole system running. And
Because I want my brother like yourself to be able to make that call. Like like yourself even, after being innocent. I want something done about this. Or like yourself, that officer, he didn't handle me right. And I'm innocent. Do you get what I'm saying? You know how much man get let out after being handled so wrong, bro? Bro, that sits on your brain, bro. Yeah. And okay, cool. This is the reason why there's man saying, fuck the police. And they're not even on the roads.
Yeah.
They're innocent. Yeah. My son's scared of the police, bro. And he's been like that since he was 8. Dad, they're behind. Shut up, bro. Like, you understand?
That word that you said, fear.
Fair, bro.
Said, how can the people be there to serve us? Why are we scared of them? Even me,
Bro.
Listen, I'm off the roads. Listen, even now,
Now.
right, when I'm driving,
Say it.
police are behind me.
Car's going.
Yeah.
You know you're fully legit. And
Bro,
you know
you're like
fully
this,
legit.
man.
I've got nothing. It's fine.
Yeah, but
heart is.
But bro, even
Yeah.
so,
Terrified.
bro, the last time police pulled me over, they said, "Am I lost? I'm using Waze, bruv." Bro, my car's legit. My insurance, everything's proper. My name matches up. He goes, "Mate, you just look a bit lost. You're right." I'm like, "I'm using Waze. What do you mean?" Like, he goes, I saw from your plate you're not from round here." I was going to link a
That's
ting, bro.
your
Do
excuse.
you know what I mean? Of course I'm not from around there. I'm going to go pap some ting from Essex, probably your sister or something, but like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But bro, it's like they look for reasons of confrontation. Now, if I wasn't calm in that situation, it would have escalated to something else now.
It's
Because now they're looking for something. It's provocation.
They want to provoke you. For
But-
you to
but it's a
act up,
psychological
but
thing.
then they have their justified reason for now badding you up.
It's a psychological thing. I was even reading it the other day about the psychology that the Nazis perpetuated when they were pushing propaganda. And it's the more you push a lie, the more it becomes truth.
Yeah.
So with black people, they've made us feel so criminal that even in a situation we're not being criminal, we're
Yeah,
like criminal.
for the criminals,
But then
yeah.
what that also does to some black people is that we start to act out and behave like criminals
Yeah.
because we've already been given the title. Do you know what I mean? So for a lot of these kids who are scared, they're like, do you know what? Fuck it, I might as well do something bad anyway. 'Cause
Yeah.
regardless of the situation, it's still going to be me. So I might as well just do the problem, become the problem, and then that cycle
There
perpetuates.
needs to be some reform.
I said that the other day on the podcast, and people that made you think comments are like, nah, man, they were like, nah, labels don't exist. It's all oppression. I'm like, bruv, if you're told something repeatedly, you're going to behave in that way. Like, for example, you know them times where you're walking behind a white lady and then she starts holding her bag and crossing the street. It's like, I feel like fly kicking you now. I may as well
I feel like
do
robbing your bag
something
now. I want to take your bag now.
I want to show you why you should be intimidated. Do you know what I mean?
So why would you even have but you know what, I get it. If you only hear that black people are robbing their handbags, then obviously that's what you're gonna feel.
That's bullshit. How many people how many women walk on the street and have their purse robbed?
All right, cool. Let me ask you that,
Boy.
bro. But let me tell you something here, bro. If there's 30 police officers on the left side and 30 niggas in hoodies on the right side, what side of the road you gonna walk on?
In the middle.
You gonna go in
I'm walking in the road, fam.
That's a good answer, because no one's ever give me that answer. Man always say I'm going on the left, because 9 times out of 10, bro, you probably walk on the left side.
What, the police said?
100,000,000% you would.
Nah, why?
What? And you see 30 man with knives on the other side?
But listen, but
you're
there's
walking
police
on
on
the
the other
police
side.
side.
Thank you.
Why? There's police on the other
You're
side.
walking on the side.
Why? There's police on the other
Yeah,
side.
but if you
They ain't gonna do
Talk
that.
to it,
no,
bro.
but you said you're
That make no sense.
you said you're not on the roads no more.
Yeah, but that's
If you're not on the roads, I'm like, bro, I'm walking past.
Because to be honest with you,
When the man them see dreads, they're gonna ask where you're from, fam.
I don't necessarily-
They're gonna see dreads and they try to move to you, fam.
because I'm not on the roads anymore, I don't necessarily have any fear of mandem.
But it's not
Unless
fear.
I've got
But there's still certain energies
Bro, I'm
though.
not gonna lie.
There's still certain
Bro,
energies.
I'm not
You
gonna
know
lie to you.
when you know.
You see, police, you lot can trouble me for no reason. I
Yeah,
don't-
but so can the man them. Let's
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I've lost about 15 homies. Not one police officer's killed them.
I hear that.
Yeah, bro, you can't just hear that.
I hear that, I hear
We can't just hear that.
hear that, I hear
Do you get what I'm saying? Police officers, it's why I don't understand how mind work. Police officers ain't killed my friends, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? So
They've come to a trial in front of the judge and the jury and lied through their teeth to send me to prison.
now they've done that.
I'm trying to say I've witnessed it with my own 2 eyes, right? At least I know where I stand.
But man, them
with
will
the
snitch and do that. Man, them will
I know what
snitch and
they're
do that,
stepped
though.
on. Yeah, these things happen as well. But what I'm saying is, at least with the man them, and I'm walking past them, I know where I stand. Someone might try to think, someone might move to man. Bro, I'm not even on the roads anymore. I'm not beefing your area. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna come of it. I know how to deal with it. Yeah.
But you know what you're dealing with. You know what you're dealing with, bro.
Because you lot are in this position of power, and you lot still.
But this is
all
where you went.
dodgy stuff.
You avoided the left side because you didn't want to get stopped, and you risk getting killed on the right side.
I want to get killed.
Who's done more?
But that's now you don't feel. None of my homies felt they was gonna die certain times.
Who's done more to you?
That's a good question.
What do you mean?
Like, have man them done more damage to you, or the feds done more?
Personally,
about it, though.
personally,
It has to be man them.
I've had my dramas. I've had this and that. Yeah, cool, because I'm on the roads. Me personally, no one's ever drew blood from me, anything like that. Yeah.
What about
Police
your-
have
what
beat
about
me
your
up.
boys? What about your
Police have
boys,
beat me
though?
up.
What about your boys?
Till I'm bleeding. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
They beat me up and dashed me in the back of the van.
So that's the worst.
Like, my life experience, who has damaged my life more, the police or Mandem? In my personal life experience, it's the police.
Yeah, but was that?
You're a lucky man, bro.
I think we.
But that was your actions though, because you
What do you
saying that a man's nicked you and you've gone and done bird for it. That's your actions though. So your actions of what you've done to lead you to that point to even get nicked in the first place?
certain things-
Were you there like with Bible studies like yo?
Listen, we're back again. Beard gang members. See these man here? Been connecting beards since 2019. Listen, there's 3 of us here right now. 2 beards are wavy, 1's not. It's clear to see you ain't using the product. You get what I'm saying? So if you want a certified beard, that means it'll come with chest. You heard it here first.
I got to take full responsibility for my own choices and my own actions. I made the choices that led me to prison. I know that. I understand.
So the time you
That's
got
why
badded up,
mine's
so the time you got
checked
badded up by police, was it warranted or was you innocent
now.
at the
No, it
time?
wasn't warranted. It wasn't warranted.
Were you innocent though?
No. I wasn't warranted.
But bro,
They didn't need to be
this is why I'm where I am now.
I'm sorry, my bro. You got me pinned down on the floor.
You don't need to do any extra.
You pinned down on the floor. You found the drugs.
Your job.
Yeah? Your job is done. I'm not fighting you. Why are you putting your knee on my head and repeatedly punching me in my face?
But bro, you're missing
drugs.
But you're missing the point of you having
Why-
drugs. That means you was in a bad world.
Did I have any? The police always talk about violent crime. You found no weaponry. You found drugs. You found the drugs. Yeah, I'm on the floor. I'm incapacitated. My hands are behind my back. Why are you putting your knee on my head and punching me in my face repeated times? Why?
But their thing is, why are you holding drugs? So that
What's that
you can't
got to do with violence?
But I'm not saying it's got anything to do with violence, but I've never complained when the police smash out my windows and this, that, and the other. Like, do you get what I'm saying? And hold me down and do anything.
Find the drugs, your job is done.
No, but
Found
bro,
the drugs, your job is done.
We've known.
You hear that?
We've known.
No, I hear.
No, I'm hearing his point, but I'm saying that.
You're not
that,
innocent, same way.
Yeah, bro. So we can't. I can't say to a man, you know what? I slapped you in the face. Why the fuck you
Can I just
stab me for?
point out, yeah, what is the law in this country? Innocent until proven guilty. Did I say those drugs were mine yet? No, I'm still innocent until I go to court.
That's a fair
I'm
point.
innocent until I go to court and I'm found guilty.
No, but
or I go guilty.
You're forgetting human behavior, man. Like I remember.
That's not an excuse though.
Don't make it right.
No, it's not.
Law is the
No, but-
law.
no, but-
how can the people
You've
that
got,
are
you've
supposed
got. I'm not saying you should have got
enforce
punched
the
up.
law,
I'm
break
saying-
the law?
No, but I'm not saying you shouldn't get punched up. I'm saying if you're gonna get handled in a mad way because you've got drugs on you, like human behavior is, you've got drugs on you, bro. They're gonna handle you in a certain. But I'm not. No,
That's not right. I don't think.
No, but I said.
No, I need to talk because I don't want it to seem like I'm giving the feds a pass. No, I'm not.
You're saying they're all right to beat me
I'm
up?
glad you said that. No.
You man, one mic.
Let me finish what I was
One mic.
I was saying is I'm not saying the way that I said they shouldn't have badded you or
Yeah.
punched you up. But if you've got drugs on you, like we can't move like what they're doing is a complete
But you have
travesty.
a machine though, yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm just, bro. It could be a drugs one day, machine one day. I was a gang member. I was a fully fledged gang member, bro. So if I'm a gang member, bro, and on there's days that we're doing things and the police don't come and the police not there, and the days where we're getting away with certain shootings and this, that, and the other. So if on their day when they hold man down by the neck, cool. Like my brother always used to say, like, when we used to get stopped, you lot do your job. And I'm gonna do mine. I never forget my brother always used to say that. You don't do. So my point being is, this is all I'm trying to say. You can't tell them how to do their job because they can't tell you how to do yours, bro.
We are the people to tell them how to do their job.
No,
because
bro,
they
I'm not-
serve us. So of course
I'm not one of them black people that think the police serve me, bro. They're there to stop my crime, bro.
I'm sorry. Listen.
They're not there to serve me.
Listen, they're here. Listen, as a black man, I get what you mean. As a black individual, are they here to serve us as black people? That's questionable because this isn't our country.
It's not our country,
This is a British white country. It's not our country. I personally believe we're not owed anything in this country. However, on a general basis, on like generalization, society, the police are here to serve us, the public. Black, white, Chinese, Indian, it doesn't matter. They're here to serve the public. So we are the people they need to listen to.
All right, cool. If they're rolling around in a van, bro, and they stop one guy, he's got a knife.
Yeah.
Then you go to the next block, Pembury, and they stop a man with a gun. Then they go London Fields, stop a man with a knife and a gun and some drugs.
Okay.
Go to Wall Street, stop another man.
Okay.
And then the fifth man they stop. How they moving to him, bro? They're only human.
Yeah, no.
So I'm not making excuses
I hear
for these
it, but
guys.
no.
But I'm getting into the human zone.
Check the statistics, Carl. Bro, I'm
Most
pretty
man they
sure,
stop, they got that.
right, the majority of stop and searches
Don't come up with nothing.
result
Nah,
in
serious.
nothing. So
No,
that
I'm not
doesn't make any sense. You're not going to Pembury and then here and then here and finding someone each time. You're finding probably 5 people with nothing and then bucking that one person with one thing.
You reckon?
Yeah,
I reckon.
I don't know. Where you lot from? Because you're not from Hackney.
I'm from Deptford. So
There you go, bro. We're talking Hackney statistics. And I'm telling you about my city. Go and check Hackney statistics, anyone. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you think in Hackney, bro, they're stopping 10 man and 8's going to be innocent?
My bro. I'm not trying to say Hackney isn't
You
a bad
think so?
area. Lucian Borough's a bad area as well. I'm from Deptford, Lucian Borough. That's a bad
What?
area
And I've
as
lived in
well.
Hackney.
You've lived in Hackney?
Yeah.
So for how long, my guy?
Couple years, no?
A couple of years. That's 1 or 2. Yeah? No, real talk, bro. Man's lived there for 30 plus, bro. What, are you crazy?
So you think one?
No, I think that's wrong, bro.
You think one? You think?
What do you think all these gangs are coming? What do you think? This is my city, bro.
I don't think you're doing research.
I think you're giving them too much credit. And
Yeah,
we're-
yeah.
Who am I giving credit to?
These gang members. I don't think
These gang members.
Yeah, I think.
Hey, man, one mic, say your point, and then.
Okay, cool. Let me tell you how I'm not giving. I'm not going to mention all the gangs that are coming out of my city, but there's about 10 different gangs in Hackney. Yeah. So do you reckon out of they go on each block, like 5 blocks, let's say? So you lot are saying basically they go on 5 blocks and 4 blocks have nothing. You crazy? Oh my days!
I think you need.
Are you crazy?
I think you need to check.
Bro, I don't need to check nothing. I just need to call my
serious.
homies.
No, tricky. I think the official statistics do
what I
say
mean?
that the majority of
I wanna
stop
get
and
out my phone
searches,
and do a fact.
the majority of
Maybe
stop and
it's
searches don't come back with.
And let me tell you what you lot are doing and what I'm not doing.
Go on.
You men are statistic men.
Nah.
I'm men that deal with the flesh.
We have-
You get me?
we have
so
to
when
go-
no, but catch what I'm saying, bro. When I'm saying it, bro, catch what I'm saying.
Can't be
He's
maths.
dealing with statistics, and what did I come back to him and say? My friends are dead, bro. My friends. So you coming with your statistics and saying, "Oh, bro, statistically, this ain't
No,
that."
but tricky.
No, bro.
There's anecdotal experience, which is what you have, but there's also the holistic view. So we
See, these men are getting technical with these holistic words, bro. With these holistic and analytic words, bro. I'm telling you, my guy's dead. My guy's dead. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's like what, 6, 7, 8 letters. My guy's dead, bro.
Your experience.
No, it's not my experience. It's the experience of a bag of my homies.
It's your experience.
Yeah, but that's your echo chamber.
They wasn't only affected me, bro. These 15 man.
I'm saying is-
Another 15 man are in jail doing 20, 30 plus.
Bro,
That's your echo chamber of your people that you roll with.
This as well, because Jaylee, you mentioned something earlier. The hood, we always think about like people that might be like us. The hood is made up of a lot of different people, so different types of people. So it's not just gang members getting stopped, and that's what's important. So when we're looking at gang members, out of 10, a couple of them might be gang members. But when I've not been enough, I'm still getting stopped.
Who did I tell you I'm fighting for about 10 minutes ago?
Yeah, but I hear you. You are. But we're still talking about as if when they're doing these stop and searches, it's just gang members. They're stopping uni students and they're from
thank you.
No, but I know this. But what did I tell you 10 minutes ago? I'm fighting for the innocent man. Did anyone hear me?
Yeah.
This is why cameras are beautiful, because you can play it back.
Yeah, but the numbers-
Do you get
the
what I'm
numbers
saying?
don't add up, bro. The numbers add up.
But bro, I'm not a numbers man, bro.
You
I'm
can't
a
be a
facts
numbers
man, bro.
Our facts are based on math.
Okay, it's like a man saying, you know what, right? I ain't had too many run-ins with the police and this, that, and the other, and I've lived on the block, so I'm cool. Do you get what I'm
But
saying?
then the facts
And
will say that man
statistically-
them that live on the block have run it with the police. So the statistics back it up.
But that's why I'm working with them to try and help the innocent man who gets stopped that ain't got no drugs and ain't done nothing.
Yeah, no, I hear it.
I'm not. So when you're saying I'm sticking up for the gang members, it's about time, because they've been thinking I ain't been sticking up for
Can I
them.
ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
Do you get it?
So
Some
in the
boys,
hood-
some hair still.
In the hood,
Yeah.
obviously you know there's gonna be gang members. Do you think the majority of people in the hood are gang members? What percentage do you think are gang members?
It's minuscule.
But bro, listen, this is why I'm in my position now, because when I've got into this world, I've noticed there's more good people than bad. But let me tell you this.
You hit
And
the nail on the head.
no, 100%. But the gang members are the loudest. So it's just the loudest man in the room. It doesn't mean there's millions of them. I'm not saying.
I'm not saying that, but going off what you're basing, what you said, yeah, cool. You've just admitted, yeah, that the majority of people in the hood are not gang members. People, yeah? So the police that are going to the hood to stop and search people or to do whatever, why then would you think...
They're doing a disservice.
Yeah, why do you think they would be getting more gang members than good people when there's more good people than gang members? That don't make sense.
But bro, I'm going off. I've only been around gang members, so I can't go off what I've not seen. I'm not a statistic man that's gonna go and look on Google.
No.
Raw.
You're ignoring the good people.
Yeah.
You live in these ends, so you're around these good people, but they're just not a part of your
Everyday life.
Your
But bro,
everyday life.
okay, cool. When they come on any block that I've been on, any single block, they've come to us and not the innocent brother. So you get me? So I'm going by what I've seen. I've just seen it. That's all I've seen. I've only seen, bro. And I've been a full-pledged gang member, bro. So I've only seen gang members get sentenced. I haven't really seen too much innocent man go down. I'm not looking. So I haven't been looking at it from an innocent point of view.
You know what,
I've been in the innocent. Sorry to cut you, bro.
Yeah, go on.
I've been in the innocent world for. I've been looking at it from different glasses in the last 2 years. Do you get what I'm saying? And seeing more innocent people, seeing more Mango College and Mango University, and I'm saying, raw, because I was trapped in my bubble. So in my bubble, everyone that I'm meeting is bad. Do you get what I'm saying? Come out of that bubble, and it's like, raw, all of these people exist. There's normal people that go to work. Do you get what I'm saying? But bro, so we know we're not on the, on different pages. That's who I'm fighting for. That innocent man, so it don't happen. So your statistics may be right, because remember, I'm not disagreeing with your statistics. Yeah, I'm just going off. What was that fancy word you just said? Vegan.
Holistically.
Yeah.
Look
Hey,
at things
write that down for me, because I'm gonna, you know, no, seriously, no, because them vegan words, you only get that when you're vegan, you know. Your vocab changes. Like, I bet he used to speak ghetto, and now he's like holistically, like trying to make us all look bad. But yeah, man, yeah, I hear you. I hear all different points of views, bro. And I'm saying this right now because I wouldn't even want a police officers to watch this and think that we're fighting against each other. We're all fighting for the same. We're all fighting for the same. Now you have to let them know, because you see when people take clips and do this and so you have to let them know direct that we're fighting the same cause. We're on the same page, and we have to have these conversations to see in years to come when we come to that total agreement where we just do understand. But one thing we do agree on is that innocent men are getting stopped just because they look a certain way, and that's a fact. You get me? And I still ain't seen no statistics for that, but I know they're high.
Yeah, but the thing is, what I can see a break.
Holistically. I'm gonna use that.
No, use that.
No, go on, bro.
Hey, man, I'm here to learn, innit? So yeah, we're here to learn, bro.
I can see a breakdown between what you man are saying, innit? Because you're saying that most stop and searches statistically amount to nothing, yeah? No criminal convictions. And you're saying when the feds come on the block, they're always roughing up the man them. But all because most stop and searches have led to criminal convictions, that just means at that time. That means on that day when my man got stopped, he didn't have anything on them. And how many times have you been searched and how many times have you been convicted of an offence? So you might have been stopped 100 times, but you might have been convicted twice. I've never been convicted. I've been stopped bare times. I remember at Carnival, I got stopped 7 times in a day, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So all because, and this is what I talk about, we go on statistics, but statistics alone, without painting a narrative, you can spin it anyway. And you can spin it to mean anything. So that just means on that day, man was innocent and he was. But that doesn't mean he's a good guy, though.
And bro, trust me. So even on the day that I was the innocent guy, because I was going on statistics that he's been stopped and he had nothing, because I just threw it. I just parked it up. So I'm saying statistics are gonna show he's been stopped bare time, but I'll tell statistics. I threw that and plugged it.
Hey, no, that's a serious one, you know.
No,
that's a serious one. Now you got that's a serious one.
So that's why we're dealing with. Even when you're saying that they thump you up and like, do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. That's you might have made a record of it. Do you know how much man that ain't made a record of them getting dragged up and dealt with in a certain way? No, you get me?
You know,
so statistics ain't gonna put that down on the records. You got?
Do you forget as well?
Sorry, bro.
Police profile us. So individuals. So I remember one time when I got stopped here, they started talking about music we made. So that means that they were targeting us specifically. So if that police officer was specifically looking for you, he's going to deal with you different than what he would had he not known who you were. So I think that's something we've got to pay him, man. They've got mad surveillance that we would never...
Bro, my mum's life, my mum's friend was, she was doing some chefing thing for the police. She called my mum, like, ranting and raving one day, like, she's like, oh my gosh, like, I see your son in the police station, like my picture. So they got all our pictures there, like
Yeah.
And these are the ones that you see and you stop. You see when they and bro, when I say not in no secret room, that man's the mafia, just there in the hallway when they're walking past. So the average officer that sees it, they have to have these faces, and they have the London Field skank, and boom, boom, boom. Bro, they got our faces there. Do you get what I'm saying? So immediately, and this is another thing I'm showing the police. You can't do these things because immediately you're setting that guy up to have a bad feeling for that guy he's looking at.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, not serious.
And we know, bro, like, let's get it plain and simple. We all look the same, bro. Because if we all went to court and didn't say one word, we're getting handled the same. Do you get what I'm saying? So this is why they can't, and it's lazy work from the police. That's why they don't differentiate. It's lazy work from the police, and it gets even more lazy when you even go to prison. This is why a man can tell you I'm in for driving, and his cellmate is a murderer on 17 years.
Yeah.
Why are you mixing them up? Do you get what I'm saying? Even to that department, you don't mix them man up, bro. I went in for driving, bro, and I was with murderers. I'm like, no, hey, yo, I'm seeing on every man's door 34 years, 82, 61. This, bro, big birds I'm seeing, yeah? And on mine you see 3 months.
Now you're looking like a target.
These men are looking at me like, you're home soon, yeah? No, they got it wrong. Like, do you get what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, it's like, it's lazy work from the police. So they're being lazy by just seeing 5 black guys, yeah? And just popping out and doing the same treatment as the other one. As I said, when you pop out, handle them nice before you've kind of come to your the thing in your head that he might have something called this or he's moving in a certain way. You've got to come out because, and why I say they've got to do it, because they're the rulers of this relationship. We can't make they make the rules. They make the rules. Do you get what I'm saying? What they say goes. So we have to, like, do you get what I'm saying? But at the same time,
you can affect certain change.
Yeah,
but then that's
bro.
why I want to get into.
That's why they've got to do it.
Because both groups here, you do specific things for the community, innit? But I think we should both dive into what you both do, because I think that's going to be very educational for the people listening as well.
You don't want to go first?
Far away, man. What do we?
All right, cool. I'll go first. I do community work. I work with different communities. It doesn't matter. I work in prisons. I've been doing a couple of talks in prisons, schools. I've been in schools to work, and when I say working with the police, it's for anti-knife crime, because I think it's just reckless, and I just don't agree with it. Like, I'm not here to tell everyone put down their guns, put down their knives, and this, that, and the other. But what else do I do? Yeah, just community work and giving back, man, because man's taking a lot. So I think we've got a lot on our heart to actually give back. I do that through my podcast. I do that through my Instagram page. So every single department, all 4 corners of my life, I'm singing from the same hymn sheet. So I'm not on my Instagram doing some lit life and taking pictures of prawns. You get me? One. Nah, because you know when man do that, like,
It's always prawns, innit?
No, I can't.
4 prawns and bare sauce, bruv.
For £82, you know, and you think I'm getting jealous? I'm saying move yourself, bruv. Well, let me just go and get a pepper prawns from the yard, man, bro.
Serious,
For
bro.
£8.
Go Costco and buy a big bag of that shit.
Yeah, bro, do it yourself. But yeah. So just a lot of community work, man, and a lot of giving back from Liverpool. I've been in Liverpool, Birmingham. I done a youth centre down there. I went to a prison in Birmingham as well. So yeah. It's just a lot of community groundwork, innit? Like, yeah.
Oh, and in Liverpool, it's all white boys that are like H, innit? That all on badness.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's crazy. Like,
All of them.
all white boys.
Yeah.
And you see like the one mixed race youth, but then he says, "Are you alright, lad?"
Yeah.
One of them still.
But bad in the hell, bro. They're bad up
Yeah,
there, bro.
they're on their
London
own
ain't
stuff.
got London.
Remember
If
we
they
talked
mix the
about
two,
How many conch bots you bucked Scousers? They're all over the place.
They're active.
Active Scousers, yeah.
Scout. The Scouts is in Dubai, like with the London lot there as well.
They're about.
So I think in terms of what we do, so predominantly I do a lot of youth work, and I've been doing that for a long time. And then myself and Jordan, we've teamed up to do 2 different projects. So the first thing is Poundchase London, which is a clothing brand, and we donate 10% of all sales, not just profits, to affect like social change. So we set that up as a CIC.
Big up, man.
And in turn, with things like that, we wanted to set young people up primarily that's on like maybe wrong paths, or even if we can prevent them, or if they've done something, they come out, we want to get them back on the road. But our type of road, not what they're used to. And we wanted to do that by putting them on courses, running seminars, motivational talks, but not like your everyday courses whereby you set up to get a job. We want to focus on the entrepreneurial aspect.
Yeah.
So in turn, that's when we set up Mercury Minds, because we struggled to find courses that we feel like would tailor to what we're trying to do. And in that, we've come together and we've written a couple of courses to affect real positive change in areas. So we do, so far, what we've got?
Flagship course, Transferable Trapping. That's about all the transferable skills from doing the wrong thing.
Serious though. Serious.
Set up your business and whatnot. So that's our flagship course.
Logistics, operations.
Yeah, everything.
Project
Operations.
Module gives a like, real life trap example and how you can then use it, how you can take them skills.
It's one you. I said it before. My boy who was on the road, he was like an F boy, innit?
Oh, okay.
Like serious F boy, and then one day he just gave his life to God, and he went to a job interview, mad rough around the edges. The guy was just like, you know what, you're a bit of a ragamuffin, but someone gave me a chance one time, so I'm going to give you a chance. He's the first person in the history of that company to close the first sale in his first week. Just because he said before he was actually selling a product where he was actually robbing people of peas. Now he's actually selling a product that's tangible. But before, because we got to wrap up in a bit, I just wanted to give a scenario to you, man. So we spoke a bit about racial profiling, yeah. And I've talked about when I worked as a bouncer before. So when I first started working the doors, especially in London, not necessarily to black guys, but to hood guys, the security were like, no, we're not letting hood guys in it. And one time when I elevated to like the front and I was able to decide who gets let in, I used to feel conflicted because hood guys, there'll be too many. If there's more than 3, I'll be like, nah, it's looking a bit mad. Started letting them in. When they're getting in, they're like, I can tell you're different, bro. Like, you're one of us, spudding them. When they come in and it goes off, I'm not one of them, bro. They're trying to bust bottles on my head, fam. And that's when afterwards I was just like, you know what? I want to let the man them in, but whenever I kept letting a group of man them in, like Goon Squad, they let me down, bro, and then they're trying to bottle my head, fam. So I'm thinking, you know what? I want to actually help the man them, but whenever I used to do it, and this is anecdotal, so I don't want to say, but whenever I wanted to do it, I'm just like, you man just let me down. Now you're trying to take my head off, bro. It was all gang. And I'm thinking of numbers. There's 6 man on the door. There's 8 of you now. And now you're trying to bust bottles on my head.
Yeah.
I'm only letting 3 of you in. And people don't understand it. So it's a thing. It was almost like, and even the guys at the front used to say, like, the black guys used to be like, we want to let the man them in. Whenever we let the man them in all together, they let us down, bro.
Daily, what's a hood guy out of interest?
You know, but when I say hood guy in terms of, you know, the hood persona, the way man looks, when I see Mr. Femi who's gone private school educated and he's still got a high top and he's got no trim and there's bears of them, but you know the guys that just want to be the flexes, you know.
Come in trap star.
A few families in my gang, boy, they were on smoke and they look like they go uni.
But there's a reason why I'm asking you that, because I'm sure the same thing goes
With the police.
Even
The profiling you're talking about.
Even in pubs, you're saying you don't in hood guys. When
Even with gypsies, like when gypsies used to come, bare travellers used to come, and then there used to be bare bravado. They'd be like, no. Even for example, rugby players used to come, and just by way of mass, so like a pro rugby team would come. There'd be like 15 of them hench. They'd be like, if things goes off,
Man can't deal with it.
You can't deal with it. But then they're like, this is our rugby club. This is our pro team. If you go, you can just go and complain. So it's just by way. Sometimes by way of odds, it's just like you want to actually help the people, and I've actually wanted to let in the man them. When it's in, it's all spuds like, you're not like one of the usual guys. When it goes off, I'm not your brother, bro. But you're trying to take off man's head.
These other groups, do you let them in? The other groups.
It depends. If you look like, obviously I don't work in security now, but when I did, if you look like you can control it, then calm. And it was more not necessarily a black thing, it was a hood thing. Like even if it was a group of Turk boys, but they look like, you know, bro, we know what it's like. Man, them like, if it was bears of us, say 3 more of us, sorry bro, you're not coming in. Not because of, but by way of odds, whenever we do it, just like whenever we had certain rooms, so if we had you have that funky house room and then you have the black room, you have to put more security in the black room because the black room's always going off. That's just what it is. And it's not necessarily, I say black room, I should say the hood room, because it's people of different, but the hood room's always going off.
I get what you mean, though.
So it's almost like, it's just like, like I always want to let the people in, but whenever I let it in, everyone's like, you're my brother coming in. When it's going off, you're trying to take my head off.
Yeah.
And I just want an easy night, bruv. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyways, we got to wrap up, man. It was a good chat.
No, 100%, man.
Big up.
100%.
But yeah, do you mind? Oh, you've plugged yourselves already, innit?
Yeah, Poundchase London. Get ours at Poundchase London _ and Mercury Minds _. Check the Instagram out. And yeah, check out all the courses we got. As we said, transferable trapping. We got financial freedom, financial literacy 101, creative storyboarding for people that want to get into making films and whatnot. We got a whole heap of stuff coming.
Definitely, man. Check us out, man.
And Poundchase London clothing drop coming next couple months.
At Prince of the City Trick. Okay, let's talk. That's about it. I ain't gonna give you too many ats and things there. Hit me up in the DMs. Yeah. A lot of community work, a lot of charity work going on. Live show at the Indigo O2. October the 9th with Dame Dash. Yeah. Interviewing Dame Dash live.
Before we sign off, I did want to say one thing though, in terms of when I worked in security, the whole thing about who you talk about, security is very different to being a Fed, but in terms of building relationships with the community, remember when I used to work in this place called Slough, the local, the trapper, he was the guy, but he always used to come one up, and me and him just used to run bands, because we just got on, we understood each other. But one time after the rave, I'm going to the car park, and then he's had a fallout with someone. He's pulled in the a burner and was pointing at someone in the middle, and I'm just like, and they're like shouting at me like, "Oh, aren't you gonna do anything?" I'm like, "Bro, this ain't my pay grade. My shift's done." But obviously, because I knew my man and he's pointing around, I said, "Bro, there's cameras there. Like, if you let it off now, you're gonna get nicked. So really and truly, what choice do you want to make is up to you. It's none of my business." And because me and him had that relationship, he was like, "Actually, you know what? This don't really make sense."
To be honest with you, bro, if he's pulled it out and you had enough time to talk to him, he didn't want to do it anyway.
Yeah.
He didn't want to do it anyway.
But yeah, big up for what you man are doing as well.
Things out of fear. You see someone do something because they've been egged on. Yeah. Because imagine man's like, go and do it then, bust it then.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I get you, but he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to do it.
But yeah, man.
That's it.
But yeah, big up the guys, man, and what they're doing as well. Big up the proper, no, seriously, big conversation. Big conversation, so big up you, man, as well. This nigga looks like Noah Clark, though. Nah, Noah Clark and Burner Boy, bro.